How you doing? It's your boy Ace Million here with another episode of Retroverus. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that's recently joined the community. That video went baby viral, got 100,000 of them, and you people been pouring in and asking for the smoke. We here for that. I appreciate all y'all for joining. Catch them L's on Parsec. We're gonna bless y'all. We're gonna bless y'all with the mans, man. Trust. But really, I'm here to kind of address a couple of things. One, I'm gonna be showing you guys the new technique, which is the biggest thing that we're here for. Then I'm gonna talk about a couple other things, some changes that's going on to the community, and just the support that's been pouring in, just been amazing. And I just gotta say thank you. If you just join, download, and you'll never come back and say nothing, I still appreciate you. But let's go ahead and jump into this new technique and the changes that's coming to Retro very, very soon, actually. I need to do verses. Okay, basically, this new move is basically like, it's called Phantom Burst. And it's basically an exertion of all your power just formed up in one last attempt. And when the mode is on, it actually just has a lot of effects that I gotta kind of explain so you won't be thinking something's going on with your character. Also, the game is much larger. As you can see, the characters are bigger, the screen is more pulled in. And I have a new thing called the invisible wall, where it's a wall always on both sides of the opponent now. So even if you back up, you won't ever touch the complete back. The game still zooms, but it doesn't zoom because you get knocked back like it used to be. It's only zooming on the kind of the escape or the walking back or the roll. So when you hit a character, there's the wall. So you're going to have to learn your recoveries. And your recoveries is basically just any two buttons. Let me see. That's a late recovery. That's a good recovery right there, as it pushes you back away from just bouncing back into the opponent's. And you can recover right there too, to keep you from just getting bashed. And when that counter sign pops, you have like a second of invulnerability, which is you're gonna have to get used to recovering, because the wall game is back and it's very serious. It is very serious. Okay, the new move is called the Phantom Burst. And basically, it takes 2 meters, and once you put it on, you get this red aura around you, and the screen goes into this like movie effect, right? And if you get touched while you're in this move, it breaks it, and you still lose your meter. But what's cool about this technique is that you can do it off an attack, so it's almost guaranteed. See if I can get something right there. So I did it wrong. Let me show you. So basically, if you catch them with a fierce kick or a heavy kick, a heavy punch, which is, I'm bringing the heavy punch and the heavy kick game back. It kind of got lost when the speed grew with the game. So now heavy kicks, heavy punches have a good chance of linking your specials and this new Phantom Burst together, which is going to be very important, because trying to do it off a light punch is very quick. It's very quick and very hard. So you can make a custom combo. But here's some of the things that's happening while you're in that. When you activate this move, you can see Geese's breathing is elevated. And when he's in this state, he can actually throw more fireballs than normal. As you see how it slowed down when he... So it kind of makes everything a EX version, or... And if you see how it kicked up a little bit, but that's because the better you execute the move, the more time you have to repeat it. Now, it's some things that breaks your concentration. So if you air combo, that breaks it. And it takes you out of the move. Or if you grab, that breaks it. And some characters are grapplers. So they will actually still be able to grab and stay into this state. But for most characters, a normal grab will break you out of it. Also, if you activate this state and you just tap X, it'll work because you go forward. But you see how much meter I have left? 0. That's because when you do this state, if you don't really, I would say, customize a combo and make something amazing and use different moves, the game starts recognizing that you're just doing something simple. And it's going to take your meter away. So you really want to do the most devastating, amazing combo you can. And you want to mix it up, because if you don't, you're going to lose more meter than just 2. So you got to be careful. And to avoid this from being looped, it's about 5 game ticks, which is like 5 seconds in Retroverus. It's not a normal seconds. Your character will lose a little meter off every hit. The only way to not lose meter is if you're really, really going hard. So let's see. I had 3. And you can see how the meter is just staying up. That's because I was switching my combo, changing it up. I wasn't giving it time for the meter to go down. But if you just do one punch, it's gonna go down. So you have to be careful. You have to make sure you are changing up your technique. Now, if you're just trying to kill the opponent, you don't care and you don't want to mess it up, sometimes it might be okay to just low kick them to death and try to get the win. But if you really want to be good at the game, you want to be good at this technique, you have to use different buttons and you have to switch up your style. Also, while you're in this technique, certain moves have different things that they do. So it's kind of hard to explain or show because there's so many characters. Let me see if I can find a move. Maybe best on someone else. Let's see, because Geese is pretty. This move might have a different effect. Let's see. No, it's pretty much the same. But you can see certain moves like this may knock them off the wall, and then let me see if it still does it anymore. Okay, yeah. Geese is pretty standard, but you can see it's all elevated. He rushes faster. And one of the biggest things about this change, that the fighting when you're on tag is so much closer now. So a lot of things catch and a lot of things work better, and kind of the way they intended. The stages have been confined to the point to where you still have that amazing mobility. Like you want to see, it's not going to constrict you, but while you're fighting, you want to hit this person off the wall, you will. So like Geese is not that strong of a power hitter when it comes to knocking them off the wall, but somebody like Incredible Hulk, you'll be able to just knock them at a better angle to where they'll come right back into your hand. Also, when you do a special, see that was breaking out of it, but when you do a special too, it ends that move, that technique. Let's see if I can get it. Geese. I'm gonna just do the light punches, and then oh crap, I lost the meter while I was doing it. So let me switch it up. Yeah, you can get a special, and that was like 3 bars in all. See, I still got 2 left. So, and that's like guaranteed damage because, like I said, you can catch it off of your moves. You don't have to, wait. You don't have to set it up and time it and hope that you get them. You can catch them off of the moves. Okay, now let me show you. I'm gonna show you a move that's altered by the new technique. And you're gonna have a lot of these that's gonna be altered. Some moves are gonna be better, some are just gonna be different. Nothing is worse. It's just I wanted you to explore it and look for what's cool, new, and creative when you're in this state. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the sponsorship that ended. The characters was kind of being supported, so I was able to do characters and be paid up front, and that's no longer going to be how things go. That sponsorship is over with. We just had disagreements on, actually, it was disagreements on personal views that wasn't fair for me to be put in that position because it was only about retro. And once it started becoming something not about retro, it's nothing really I can do. I'm not going to lose my integrity as a creator. I'm not going to let retro be controlled. And I'm definitely not going to say certain things because I'm getting donations or be a certain way because I'm receiving donations. That's never been who I am. I'm a man of integrity, and different views is what they are. And I don't believe no one should have to, it started being retro and it should have stayed retro. And when it became something else, it was just time. So I want to do Cell. From Dragon Ball Z. I really want him in the game. So if we can come up as a community, come together and donate, it would be amazing. It would mean a lot because I can still get some of those characters in. So that's my new thing. We're gonna find a way to do it. But if it's just a community pool of people donating to get Cell in the game, that would mean a lot. I just don't want to be. I don't want to feel like I'm being controlled. I gave so much. I spent over a decade working on this game, and at this point, for somebody to, it's just all about retro. It gotta be about retro. That's it. I will work with a lot of people if it's just about retro. That's it. Let's see. This is one of the comic book stages, and as you can see, you got the paper lining at the bottom torn. I used the template. I created this template from Paint and what else? Photoshop, all that garbage, and made something special to where we could use stages that don't have high jump. I don't know if you guys are familiar with high jump, but it's something that's in the Marvel's Capcom series and definitely in the retro series. But here's the move. Let me show you. You can see it's like a 3-round burst, but when the move is off, it's different. So that's kind of certain things that you will find on many characters, like certain moves being different, reacting different, and there'll just be cool ways to put that on, do that move, etc., etc. I think that may be it. Also, for the newcomers, please support the premium version of Retroverus. It comes with 16 extra fighters. I'm going to show you some of those fighters now. Also, on the new free version, this version is coming soon. Of course, the free version always comes out but this bottom row down here will no longer be on the free version. All of these characters down here on the bottom row will be only in the premium version. You do not have to pay for these characters. If you purchase the premium version, these characters already will be in it. And the reason why is every time I do a new update, it's hundreds of characters I have to change, and it takes so much out of my time and life, and it's a struggle. So all of these characters here, plus the 16 One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Marvel, and Capcom characters that was included in the other premium, will be listed on this premium version that's coming. I didn't want to say you was getting these plus because these are actually being removed from the free version, and that's just to keep the incentive of people having a reason to support the game. If I don't have a reason for people to support the game other than download it, then this all fails. So you guys can come up with any ideas if you guys want to tell me about certain sites and stuff like that, but I just go through PayPal, and like I said, we'll just start keeping a community bowl of how much I receive, and once I get to that amount, I will bring out Cell. I will try to create Cell. But let me show you some of the characters that come with the premium version. Luffy, not Ace. He just was done like 2 days ago. Nami, she is awesome. Zoro, Crocodile. Let's see. Some people down here. She is good. Yuri's good. All of these guys come with the people love these two. Colossus is amazing. Iceman. A lot of DBZ characters. All of these guys you seeing down here. Plus these DBZ guys. Except for, I think it's Nappa, Boo, and Krillin. They may be the new 3 that hasn't been released yet. I'm not exactly sure. But you get 16. I will post it, the exact characters that's on there. And you know I'm doing another legacy update for this year. But like I said, we don't have that sponsorship anymore. I can't even say I lost it. It was some things that I couldn't change. My views are my views, and theirs, they have their own. And I'm not going to bend to those. So, you know, that's something that's just dead. And what we can do with this new legacy update is we just got to come together as a community, get these characters out, and you know, keep this game going. I want to fight you guys. Keep doing this Parsec, man. You guys are making a dream come true. I thank each and every one of you guys for joining. And it's just been an amazing road. And I appreciate you all. Support Retro Premium. Keep supporting Retroverus. You know, until next time.